Welcome to SOCH 480, the juvenile delinquency course that is taught online. I'm Professor Hopf, and I'm the instructor for this semester. I've created a quick informational video for you to help you learn how to navigate the Blackboard shell and also to orient you and overview you to the course. In this video, I'll show you how to navigate Blackboard and find some of the important tabs on the left side of the screen that you need to be aware of in order to know where to find various materials and also where to place some of your assignments. To start out in this course, you should go to the Start Here tab and review the course legend, which will give you information about what some of the different folders contain in them. And also review the Read Me First document. It'll give you information about what materials you need for the class and also prompt you to think about some important aspect of distance education and what you need to do in order to be successful in this course. After you do that, you should go to the course syllabus. The text that I have used to draft the majority of our lecture notes come from Schmaliger and Bertolas. It's recommended, but it's not required for this class. For some students, it's very helpful to have a textbook to read alongside with the lecture notes. Other students prefer not to use them. If you are a student that feels that their understanding of the materials is enriched by reading along the text, and the PowerPoint notes will follow the text fairly carefully and closely, then I'd advise that you go ahead and either get an e-copy of the book, a used book, or a new book. We'll also be using a reader called There Are No Children Here, written by Kotlowitz. I want to advise students that there is a movie adaptation of the book that's available. That is a very poor choice for review. And also there are some study notes that are available, and you're going to need a little bit more of an in-depth understanding of the story behind the two children, Lafayette and Pharaoh, in this book. And in order to do that, you're going to need to read the book. So I suggest very strongly that you purchase the book and that you don't use any of the other abridged or shortened, summarized versions of There Are No Children Here. The third part of this course is the course pack, which is very, very important. That's the most important aspect of this class. It will have all of the lecture notes in it. And in order to keep up with the lectures and understand and really process through what I'm lecturing about, it's really critical to have a copy of the course pack in front of you. The course pack is available at Gray's College Bookstore at the University of Louisville at 4th Street. You can order those through Gray's, and they will mail them to you if you aren't available to come pick it up at the bookstore. It's very important that you have those materials available to you when you're reviewing the lecture notes. We also do open quiz, open notes tests, and if you don't have the PowerPoint slides, the way that I've set them up for you, you're going to be at a tremendous disadvantage studying for and taking the quizzes. The quizzes are open notes and open book. There are 4 quizzes that are scheduled, and they're each worth 15% of the final grade. Your lowest quiz grade will be dropped when I calculate your final scores, so that you know quizzes are generally objective multiple choice, but there may be some true-false as well. And the questions generally come from either the reading materials that I've assigned, the lectures, class discussions, or videos that are also watched by the online students. The last quiz is a cumulative quiz, and it'll be a random draw of about 25 to 35 questions from the pool of all of the first 3 quizzes that have been administered. When you take the quizzes, they'll be taken online, and you're allowed approximately 1 minute per question. This means that a 30-question quiz will allow about 30 minutes to answer all the questions. Quizzes are also set to auto-submit at the end of the time limit. When the quizzes auto-submit, you have to make sure that you complete the quiz within the time allowed from the moment that you first started it. That means that you can't save the quiz and come back to it a couple of hours later, because even though you might have exited out of the quiz, the timer keeps running from the moment you started the quiz and keeps running until the time runs out, and then the quiz automatically closes. Quizzes will generally open shortly after the last lecture of the unit on the scheduled date. I estimate that it'll take 1 to 2, usually 2 days, after the last lecture of that unit has been presented to open the quiz. For exact dates or more specific dates, please see the reading schedule. It shows exactly when they open and when they close. Students generally have about a 5-day window of time to take the quiz. An important aspect of this class, too, is the formula that I use for calculating your grade. 20% of your grade is going to be based on the discussion boards and the timeliness of your posting in those discussion boards. There's 5% that's allocated for a Blackboard/distance education readiness quiz that makes sure that you understand some of the essential components of the class. 5% is allocated for the implicit association test worksheet that you'll fill out. That's due within the first month of the semester. 20% is allocated for a wiki assignment, and there'll be much more in-depth instructions about that assignment later in the semester. And 5% is allocated for an end of the semester reflection. An important aspect of this course, and 20% of your grade, is based on the forum discussion boards. Your initial posting for each unit is due within the first week the discussion board is open. The second and third posting should be made during the second week of the discussion board. You also need to know the difference between saving your discussion board and submitting your discussion board. If you save it, it will not be submitted. So be sure that you're hitting the submit button and make sure that your posting actually does show up before you exit the discussion boards. There's more information about the assignments that are posted in the assignment section of the Blackboard shell, and I'll show you where that is in just a moment. And then another important aspect of this course is the reading schedule. So this will give you a schedule week by week of what we're going to be covering. If you want to read the text, it will show you what chapter of the text we're covering. Your other reading assignments or general assignments are placed here in this section and also this section. The JCS document are the juvenile court statistics that are in both your course pack and also posted on Blackboard under the course documents. The TNCH refers to There Are No Children, the reader that we're going to be reading. And then over here you'll see that this shows you what discussion boards are due on what dates. And also the assignments column will show you what assignments are due on what dates. The assignments folder in Blackboard will also have the assignment information and the dates that are due posted in there as well. So let's go back now and take a look at the navigation tab on the left side of the screen. You've got the Start Here tab, which you should review, the syllabus here. The Faculty Information tab is where I have information about contacting me, my office hours, and my office location. In the Announcements tab, if there's any kinds of changes or anything that you need to be aware of, I will post those announcements. Under the Course Documents tab and Schedule, I've posted a schedule, your course notes, your lecture notes for weeks 1 and 2. After weeks 1 and 2, you're going to have to purchase the course pack and also another PDF copy of the Juvenile Court Statistics for 2011. Under the Lectures tab, that's where your MP3 versions of the lecture will be posted. The Wiki Group Project is where you sign up for your Wiki Group projects. You'll need to sign up in order to be assigned a group. If you don't sign up, you won't have a group to be a part of when it comes time to do the Wiki Group project. So you have both the instruction assignment and also the different groups that you can sign up for. And this tab down here is where your integrity classes will be posted. I'll be recording the lectures on Tuesday night, and if you prefer to watch integrity, you can follow along the PowerPoint slides and the audio at the same time. So that all being said, you need to review all these different documents, purchase your course pack, and be ready to watch the first lecture that will be posted on August 25th.